Hello friends, I am Dr. Sandeep, homeopathy consultant. In our channel, I will be dealing with this practical applications of our homeopathic principles, how we can do it properly. In this direction, I have already done so many videos on homeopathic case taking, homeopathic case evaluation, repertorization. So today also it's a continuation of repertorization. So in repertorization, what exactly we are looking for? In repertorization, we are looking for the homeopathically indicated remedy. So how this homeopathically indicated remedy can be found? By repertorization. So I already talked about this introductory part of this repertorization in my previous video. If you have not seen, please go and see that video, friends. So today I am focusing on mainly 3 points. One is, in repertory, what are the rubrics to be looked into? What are the good rubrics or what are the helpful rubrics which will help in the repertorization? And what are the principles Hahnemann told to us during repertorization, what we must look for? And finally, I'll talk about this pathological symptoms and common symptoms. So this is the topic I have chosen today, friends. So first of all, why we repertorize? What is our goal to repertorize? So we have so many repertories. In that, we will choose one of those repertories. The goal will be to find the homeopathically indicated medicine for the patient to cure the sickness. So there are two things you must be very aware of in our homeopathic practice is homeopathic sick individual and disease diagnosis. So these are the two dimensions wherein we will be struck or we will be misunderstanding this repertorization subject properly. I mean to say that if you are struck in homeopathic diagnosis only, I mean to say that disease diagnosis only, you will not understand the sick human being. In the sixth aphorism, as Hahnemann told us, what is the primary concern of the homeopathic physician? He must be unprejudiced observer and he must note only the deviation from the former health state to the now disease state. So this is very, very important in our repertorization also. So when you take the case, you must be aware of these things. Then only you will have a good skill of case taking. So every step in homeopathy to come to the final step of prescription is very important. So each step you must be very cautious, each step you must be very keen, each step you must be unprejudiced, so that finally you will come to the prescription of the proper homeopathically indicated remedy. In this process, case taking is one of the important step. Second is evaluation of the case. Third is rubric formation. Fourth is repertorization, as I am talking to you about this subject today. So here, the disease diagnosis, is it important or not? You will ask me, or the question will be raised. Yeah, disease diagnosis is one aspect every physician must be thorough with. So that what we will come to know is, so this is disease diagnosis symptoms will not be useful in any way to our homeopathic prescription. We can get it sorted out and we can keep it away from our repertorization, so that we will be very clear in understanding the sick human being, so that the sick human being, what he is looking for, what the sick human being is very important. So here we must be in a position to differentiate between the symptoms which we require for the repertorization, that is sick human being symptoms, and what are the symptoms in the patient which will have a common tendencies, that is to say disease diagnosis symptoms. So if you have a clear idea of these two things, then actually you can start finding the proper rubrics required. When you select the proper rubric required, then repertorization is very easy. So Hahnemann also stressed on a point that we must be keen in observing to find the symptoms of the sick human being. So I am repeating it once, twice or thrice simply because the idea of sick human being must sink into your mind, body and soul. Once if you get to know that sick human being is your target, sick human being is your concern, then only you start look in that direction. If not, it will be very difficult to repertorize the case. So our main aim, our main goal is to look into the sick human being. Sickness. What is sickness? What we are looking into a patient is very, very important. And another thing is what we perceive will what we look into, or what we understand is what we look into. So first of all, we must have an idea of what we are looking for. Then you can come to a total understanding then how to look for that things in the sick human being. So this is the basic principles of repertorization. So whenever you repertorize, if you take the common symptoms, it will be of waste of energy and it is totally useless to repertorize the common symptoms. So this is very important to understand what is the sickness, what is the disease, and what is the disease diagnosis symptoms, what is the sickness symptoms. Once you differentiate these two things, then it will be very clear to come to a conclusion what are the rubrics we can form to get the sick human being symptoms. Once if you get the sick human being symptoms, then repertorization becomes very easy. So this is the second step in repertorization. We must look for common symptoms, pathological symptoms. Once if you can understand common symptoms and pathological symptoms, these are of not much use if you understand, then you can neglect it, then you can keep away from you, so that you can take only important symptoms which are related to the sick human being. So pathological symptoms I will not explain much, as it the word explains you pathological. So this is the disease byproduct which has formed by the body to indicate that it is the severity of the disease. So it will not guide us to find the sick human being. So we must not much concentrate on these pathological conditions of the patient. So this is one aspect. And another thing is common symptoms. So the common symptoms are numerous. If you come to any disease, let it be acute or chronic, there will be common symptoms which the patient is stressing on, which the patient is more worried of. So you must not much focus on those symptoms. You must be a keen observer to take note of the things which the patient is presenting but he is not telling. And you must be in a position to differentiate these common symptoms. The common symptoms, I mean to say, if a patient comes with a fever, so you will be having a high grade fever, with that chills will be there, rigors will be there, thirst will be there, and all the stages of the fever will be there. So what to look for then? What is peculiar in that is very, very important. Once if you come to the peculiarity of the symptoms of the person, of the individual sickness, then it will be very easy to find the remedy for that individual patient, for that sick person. So it is very important to note which is very striking, very rare and very peculiar. So once if you know the common symptoms, then you have a vision, you have an idea to know the rare, peculiar and uncommon symptoms. So I mean to say that in fever all the stages are common. In that which is peculiar you must focus on. And in common symptoms, in every disease, whatever the diagnostic symptoms are common symptoms. So you must not focus on those things. What is peculiar, what is striking, what is rare, what is very individualistic to the patient, we must take note of. So one is pathological symptom, as I told you. Another is common symptoms which help in the diagnosis of the disease. So when you come to a patient, he himself will tell the diagnosis. So that is, he has a typhoid fever, he has a dengue fever, he has a cancer, he has a diabetes, he has a blood pressure. What are the common symptoms of these diseases are very important. So if you get to know these common symptoms of those diseases, you just take it out and keep it away. One part is over. Second part starts. What is uncommon? What is rare? What is peculiar? What is very striking in that patient? That we can differentiate and take note of those things which will help us in the repertorization. This is all today's session, friends. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Like this, I will make in a next episode what are the important symptoms, how to take those symptoms. So I will be talking in the next session. Please subscribe my channel and share to your friends. This is all today, friends. Thank you and take care, friends.